everybody had a chance to look at the minutes from last month? So I'll entertain a motion to approve.
I'll make that motion. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say the same.
Right, and who seconded it? Yeah, Carrie? Carrie. Okay.
Approval of the minutes for tonight. I'll
Agenda.
entertain a motion to accept those.
Okay, now, the only thing would be, Peg, Zink called me last night, asked for time to talk, and Josh too. Like to talk, and if we want to give them time, or do we want to just do it in public comments and include them in the...
We'll just open it up as public comments.
Okay, great,
And
good.
whatever.
Alrighty.
I'm not fussy.
We don't have 3-minute limits here yet, right?
No, it shouldn't be that long.
Yeah. You'll be less than 3 minutes?
Hopefully.
Okay, alright.
Okay, you starting, is that it?
No, just a second.
Oh, oh.
We'll get
Okay.
approval of the agenda
We're
then.
going pretty fast here. I
Anybody
didn't
see
know.
anything to do in there?
Pardon?
No, it'll be the same.
Same.
I move that we approve the agenda.
Me too. I'll second it.
All in favor to accept agenda, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? Communications, Debbie.
Okay,
There's
there's
all this stack of paperwork.
there's tons of communications. I don't know if I remember, I'll try and add it in. I've attended, I think, all of the regular meetings here recently. And last night they did approve, they worked on their draft a little bit, and they did approve, they voted to send it to the county and to the township board. So they have gotten that. I don't have a copy of that. The reg card was gonna try and get that available on the internet. He said that they, a lot of them had all different copies. They got the fresh copy right at the meeting from the attorney, and then they were working off of that. And they mentioned something about there was some, just some laundering, or, just straightening up a few words, but otherwise they approved it to go on. So we can get a copy of that and get our subcommittee back together, and we can try and wrap some stuff up. Or, well, maybe. Okay, I gave you another copy. It just came in today from the extension service about the medical marijuana, so there's things coming in all the time. I went to the Region 2 annual meeting, and I know there was a lot of topic about the floodplain map, and that it was gonna affect so many people, and the money, and the townships had to sign up so that residents could get, it has to do with insurance, so that residents could get insurance. But I all sat there and figured on down, we're safe, because we don't have anything in the floodplain in Fairfield Township, so cool. But it was gonna be really involved. And they have been able to, people on top of it, have a different mapping system come in and redo the mapping system, because I guess when they did this, that it made all kinds of properties in the floodplain that really weren't in the floodplain, and it was gonna cause a lot of trouble for people. So they are working on that, and they should have some more numbers in, and it looked positive. And we don't have to worry about it, because our township doesn't have any in there, that's good. Got a copy of Palmyra Township's master plan that they sent to us, and I just wrote a letter back to them that, thank you for including us, and that we did receive it and appreciated it. I have some copies of the bills that are listed that are going on right now about the wind energy and about the biofuels too. Oh, and I brought a copy, I think that just came today, the Michigan Farm News. There's a big article in there about the wind there's some farmers that, they have 330-some acres, and they're upset because they're gonna put the power, lines through their acres that they spent many, many years trying to get the big open ground so that they can come in and use their GPS farming, and now that's gonna put a wrinkle in them. So their attorney, they have an attorney and talking with the people that this eminent domain that's probably gonna come in anyway, but they're probably gonna give and take, so it won't affect them too much for those not there. And then this was, another farm magazine. It just surprised me. I guess it's been going on already, I don't know, because I read about it in the information that we get from the extension services, Kurt Schindler, about, legislation going on about that people can have these on their farm and do it. So I don't know if that could be something that we have to look at, make sure it's done properly. But, big ads. Ed said he had read about it before, but he kind of brought it in. I guess those are kind of the two new things. And then we still have our CIP that we're gonna work on. Terry asked me to join him, but I just didn't have time this week. So many things to look at. Money and how we're gonna be able to spend it and do things. The roads, the buildings, there are lots of things that we have to look at and categorize. I guess that's kind of it, and I gave you copies of a lot of things. I hope that was helpful for you to read. And Jimmy had gotten this one about the fire, how the fire department would be involved in the wind turbines. So we made a copy of that. You guys can read it, and if it's something you just want to glance through and leave it here, maybe the fires and would want to use it later on. But we can make more for them too. It doesn't matter. We'll just keep it in the pile. I guess that's it. And I did talk to Scott, and Greg has tried to reach him, but I don't think we've received. I did not receive anything to print for you, and I did give you some information about the zoning changes, and just going through my information, what Marlon turned in originally that Sandy gave me. And then I gave you a copy of Madison Township's list of measurements that they use, their schedule of regulations, I think it's called. I think that we could kind of look at and compare. But that's another big project that we probably want to look at, to straighten those out. But we want to do the manufactured housing first, and then have everything fit, so we'll change it. And if we do the wind, we'll have to fit that in there too. And everything affects everything else.
One
Okay.
step, we'll get them all. Yeah.
One stamp, okay, that's a plan, okay. Okay, well, I guess that's kind of it, and if I remember something, I'll put it in.
Go ahead.
I guess I have a comment that would make it a priority to have the capital plan by next meeting, but on the Paul Myra plan, does that include, did they base that on the current census?
It couldn't be. They did, that was their final copy in October, what is it dated?
Yeah, October 10th.
Are we going to set up a date when we're gonna revise those?
After we get all these other ordinances done, yeah, are all the numbers in yet? I think there's still some coming in, and not everything's here yet.
So we just
So
gotta,
maybe got it like.
just gotta remember that, we
Yeah.
gotta update that.
Yeah. Okay. All right, does anybody have questions for me? Or something I gave you that don't look right, or want to know more about? And then I do have, I might put it this in here now, it just came today. MTA is having a 2011 summer evening planning and zoning updates. Hot topics in planning and zoning, indicating the wind and the marijuana. And we got several dates here. If we want to go, we can. We have some education money through the township that we could do that. And June 14th in Frankenmuth, June 15th in Gaylord, June 16th in Lansing, June 29th in Allendale. And I believe the speaker is gonna be the attorney that Riga is using. Michael Homier. Is one speaker there, okay.
Anybody else have anything?
Anybody interested in going to this? I can ask at the board meeting for them to buy us tickets to go.
Is there a meeting in the Bahamas?
No, darn.
Okay.
Yes, I was to the meeting in February, I believe, and I'm here in regard to the wind energy, which I have a concern of. And all I think I heard was negative reports on the wind energy. And I would like to present some of the positive things. The windmills would provide a great source of taxes for the community. And also, it would be like hundreds of thousands of dollars over a period of time. It would be help the firemen, the township, and it would help the schools, besides the people otherwise. It's one of the clean sources of energy. And it's very much available because we are out here in the open. They don't plan on putting this up next to somebody's home where it's going to be in their way or in a city. They want to do this out in the open. And President Obama has indicated that we will need alternative energy by 2015, I understand. Now, like I say, that wind energy is one of the cleanest. You'll have to excuse me, I've been writing myself notes ever since I decided I was going to come to one of these meetings. I have more in my purse. And I realize I'm an old lady, okay? I've been around a long time. I was born during the Depression, so I am a product of the Depression, I guess. And I saw the electricity come to the country. Now, you people don't know about that because you were in modern times. You're kids, okay? But I know what it was like to go without it. Now, we need energy, and we gotta look ahead to the future. It might not benefit me. I might not be around, and maybe some of you won't be around either. However, our children and our grandchildren will. And if our forefathers hadn't have looked ahead for the future, where would we be? If they hadn't have used the wind energy to come over to discover America, where would we be? We'd be over there in Europe somewhere, born and raised there, not have what we've got today. America has a lot, just an awful lot to be grateful for. Do you like your electricity bill, what it's been lately? We definitely need another energy there. I mean, we've had some powerful energy bills from our electric. And we have to start thinking proactive for the future. Lenawee County and even Fairfield Township needs to be on the front of it, not on the end. Because when you're out in the front, you're going to benefit. You're not going to benefit in the end. And why is there zoning ordinance to prevent progress? I mean, I don't understand that. Protecting a TV tower that doesn't produce any revenue at all for the community, how did that get here? And yet they can, I think I remember some of these people here. Pat, I think I was down to your house to a meeting when you were against the TV tower. Now, has it affected you in any way now? How?
Some stations I can't get.
Oh my, how many can you get? I bet not too many. 3 or 4? Oh dear. I bet you get a heck of a lot of stations. Now think it over. Really?
I have a brother-in-law who lives in Morenci that can get no Toledo stations whatsoever.
And
Because the beam is pointing that way.
because the beam is pointing that way. And how many other people in Morenci can't get in?
Oh, most of them. Unless they have satellite.
Well, then I can't believe that you people let that go through and have that happen to these people around here. I mean, that's what
They were
happened.
told it wouldn't happen.
And now, they're collecting money off of the two people that are attached to them. Every month, they're getting payments. But yet, Fairfield Township isn't getting anything. Is that right?
No, they pay personal property on the hardware they have on the tower.